has ever gone to see a Saw movie knows exactly what they're getting into when they go and see a new one. Gore, traps, gore, and a little bit of story maybe. Well, it's safe to say that the gore and traps stay in this sixth installment, but we also get a pretty good story with a nice little twist at the end. The story to this movie digs a bit deeper into the Detective Hoffman story, and I think it does a really good job by wrapping up the loose ends left by the fourth and fifth movies. As for Jigsaw, his latest batch of victims is people who work in the healthcare industry, the main one being William, played by Peter Outerbridge, who I thought did a great job in this movie. Jigsaw's going after William and his co-workers because they turned down a treatment that may have helped him with his cancer. And as much as Capitalism love story pissed me off at the healthcare system, it was nice to see a few of them get tortured. In fact, they should have just made this a double feature with the two movies. You saw Capitalism love story and then got right into Saw. As far as traps go in this movie, there are only a few that really stood out, and I found most of them pretty lackluster. And some of them were revisited. I'm not going to tell you which ones though. They were clever, but it was nothing that was the classic Saw 3 traps that we all love. That being said, the carousel trap is just as brutal as I thought it was going to be, and is really the standout trap in the movie. Not that the lack of good traps is a bad thing. I think it gave the movie more room to add to the story that the movie so desperately needed. As always, I thought Tobin Bell was the standout actor in this movie. As I said, Peter Outerbridge also did very well, and the extras that were being tortured were also pretty good. The only actor that really pissed me off was the guy who played Detective Hoffman. He just had no emotion, and I felt like I was staring at a brick wall the entire movie. Overall, I think this movie was a breath of fresh air that the movies really needed after we were all tortured by 4 and 5. I think this movie ranks up there with Saws 1, 2, and 3. 1 still being my personal favorite because of the story, and 3 because of the traps. I think with some more solid traps and a better actor to play Hoffman, I would have given this movie a better rating. I think the Saw fanboys will eat it up. I think they'll bring back anyone who lost faith in the Saw movies back. I don't know how they're going to keep continuing these movies. I think there's rumored to be 10. Saw 7's already in production, I think, in 3D, and we're just going to have to see what happens. I'm going to have to give this movie a 7 out of 10. And if you're anyone who used to like the Saw movies and was pissed off by 4 and 5 like the rest of us, I think you need to go check it out. It'll tie up any of the loose ends, like I said, and I think you'll enjoy it.